As we see these areas with high wind warnings and wind advisories in effect. So the dark purple areas, that's where the winds will be gusting up to 60 miles an hour. The lighter lavender, you could see gusts up to 50. So that means tree lines could go down, power lines could go down. And again, that could cause problems with your power situation. Starting to get some delays now here at Boston. 93-minute delays expected there. Newark at 90 minutes, 60-minute delays for LaGuardia and JFK, just about half-hour delays. So you can see that all of the Northeast now really starting to get the impacts from the winds and the rain and the low visibilities. Low pressure continues to push its way across the Great Lakes here. There's rainfall on the eastern side, snowfall and windy conditions here on the western side. We do have, I think, for another half hour, maybe it's expired now. We had a winter storm warning here for parts of Michigan and a winter weather advisory for the west. Now watch these winds in the east. They're generally fairly light as we go through the early part of the day. But as we continue into the afternoon, these winds are going to be getting stronger from the west. So now about noontime, Burlington looking at winds about 40 miles an hour. Buffalo up to 60-mile-an-hour winds here. Down to Pittsburgh at 6 p.m. You're looking at 40-mile-an-hour winds. D.C., as we talked about in the last hour, your winds could be up to 50 miles an hour, but diminishing as we go through Thursday morning and through the overnight hours. Diminishing as we go through Wednesday night, but we still have that big storm system racing across the Great Lakes headed eastward. High wind warnings in effect for the dark purple, the lavender wind advisories in effect here. And again, we have delays at airports as much as, look at this, Newark now, 2-hour delay there, hour and a half for Boston, just about an hour for LaGuardia. Everybody else looking good, but you see that rotation of low pressure? This is the storm system that's coming across the Great Lakes, bringing thunderstorms and some showers here across much of the east. But notice this wraparound precipitation and those really close isobars. That's a very, very gusty wind. And as we go through the day, we're expecting the winds to start moving from west to east. Those really strong winds will be with you in the New England area as we head into the evening. So starting off here about noontime, look at Buffalo, 60-mile-an-hour winds. D.C. 35, Pittsburgh at 50, Cleveland 50, and that again heading eastward as we go through the day. Dallas, Fort Worth.